Good afternoon and welcome to Servus Place at the Go Auto Arena in beautiful St. Albert, Alberta, as we see the St. Albert Slash face off against the Calgary Fire. My name is Donovan Ekstrom. I'll be doing the first period play-by-play, joined by the absolutely sensational Rob Zitlau on camera, the unmistakably wonderful Kevin Kyle on the switch, and of course my partner in crime, the sensational Wyatt Ziegler on color for this period. Wyatt, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm just excited to get the game going tonight. A very tough matchup against two of the best teams in the AFHL tonight, Calgary Fire and the St. Albert Slash.
Yeah, as we get ready for face-off, and we have a little bit of a mixed up, and we are underway as Calgary holding on to the pucks, bringing it around the net, number 25, bringing it now through the neutral zone, but our Dale Ross keeping the puck alive as it goes into St. Albert's zone. Wyatt, what are we going to be looking at today for this game so far?
Calgary Fire are going to have to do a good job of containing the speed of the St. Albert Slash. They're a team that likes to get to pucks first, and they got on them quick. Sarah Plant, you see on defense there now, she's going to be a vital part of this game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely and getting a little bit more consistency, too, for the Fire. They've been kind of going back and forth. When they're on, they're really on, as we see guys are shooting the puck down into the corner, and St. Albert in their zone getting back possession. Rhodes bringing it up through the neutral zone to Bogdan on the right-hand side, bringing it in, shoots it on net, and great save from Boswell. Holding in, though, St. Albert maintaining possession, bringing it around to the back of the net, leaving it behind, shoots it on net. Great save again. Boswell being tested early as Calgary slowly brings the puck out through the neutral zone, and quick changes, and St. Albert holding on to the puck in their zone.
Yeah, good defensive play there by McKenna Bolger at the end of that. Braden Bogdan had a clear path to the net, and she stood her ground, didn't allow her to take an easy shot.
Yakachuk passing it to Yonker, and St. Albert, though, getting possession back. Bringing it through the neutral zone on the right-hand side. Boucher bringing it up and holding it still. Boucher bringing it to a slot, shoots, and unbelievable bodies in front. And I don't know how that did not go in there, Wyatt.
Rebecca Boswell standing on her head early to make that save.
Yeah, the shot's 2-0. It does seem like it's already been 4 as there's a battle in the corner. Calgary maintaining possession, but St. Albert bringing the puck back in. Battle in the corner. And St. Albert with that pressure bringing it on once again, still in that left-hand corner. But, yeah, that's St. Albert once again, really giving it to Calgary. It really makes it seem like St. Albert's here to play.
Calgary legs looking a little limp to start this one. You see a couple of AP players in the lineup tonight. So it'll be a challenge for them to get things going. St. Albert Slash, of course, going to try and take advantage of rookie mistakes.
Yeah, as once again, lots of battling in the corner. That's going to wear you down, especially already as, yeah, all alone in the high slot. Shoots it. Great block, though, from Calgary, but St. Albert maintaining possession through the neutral zone. Dale Ross with that speed in the high slot, beating like 3 defenders, looking like Connor McDavid in that corner. And, yeah, Calgary just on their heels already, trying their best just to clear the puck, but St. Albert not letting them have that chance as the captain, Sierra LaPlante, finally given a little bit of control as Calgary starts to bring the puck back through the neutral zone and shoots it into the corner. Mepham behind the net. Now you're starting to see a little bit more Calgary pressure as there's a little bit more how do you do. Calgary maintaining possession to the captain LaPlante, throws it on net, goes a little bit high off to the right, and St. Albert gets the puck back.
Straw with a dangerous high tip there. Found that puck through traffic and almost got it on net. Glorious chance for Calgary, but just couldn't find the goaltender.
Yeah, no, it was really the one chance that they needed. Finally, a little bit of a chance to come back. But yeah, no, that was a little bit of a really flat-footed start for Calgary there. They seem like they're in a different time zone, and it doesn't seem like it. But the Slash coming back from Toronto. Ooh, a deflection there, and still in the slot, but St. Albert clearing the puck just past the blue line. Calgary battle on the blue line, and St. Albert getting the puck back as they pass it up through the neutral zone, but bodies all in the way, and Calgary getting the possession back, but brought right back from St. Albert.
Bolger playing really high on the defense. She stopped 2 initial breakouts there from St. Albert. She's going to be a pest for the Slash all night.
Calgary now in St. Albert's zone, throws it on net, but good stick from St. Albert. But finally, St. Albert getting the puck back, bringing it through that neutral zone, and we've got ourselves a one-on-one partial breakaway. Great save from Boswell. Good job keeping the focus on the puck.
I just complimented Bolger on her staying up high in the zone there, and that one burnt her. She got turned around and couldn't get back fast enough. Allowed a great chance for the Slash.
As we see the net off of its moorings, and we'll look at this on that Tim Hortons replay. Yeah, an absolutely beastly work from Bogdan, just bringing it on there. But yeah, Boswell, really good focus there, keeping the crest towards the puck. Face off in Calgary's zone, in Calgary's zone. St. Albert though winning it, keeping the puck in, keeping that pressure going. Pass down into the corner. Back up, a little bit of a back and forth, and I don't think Boswell really knew what was going there.
That one rang right off the post, didn't have a chance to see it.
Calgary trying to push back, but still maintaining possession. The St. Albert Slash now getting the puck back, going through the neutral zone. In Calgary's zone, Boucher, high slot shoot, but great, excellent block from Calgary's number 3, Yonker. Now she's bringing the puck back now in St. Albert's zone. From the point, shoots, but bodies in the way. Calgary trying to maintain possession, not too sure where the puck is, as there's a little battle in front of St. Albert's bench.
Seeing Calgary's D really activating so far. It's Sarah Plant with the puck now. She's even been playing behind the St. Albert net, and that's going to be a real strength for the Fire today, as it doesn't look like they have the legs going that strong early on.
Now we see that, though, that little burn, and Cadu throwing it on net. Yeah, that's the thing with Calgary, is that they're playing that little bit of aggressive D there, and yeah, it's going to burn you every once in a while. But I would say that the D so far for Calgary has been the best, as Dale Ross throws the puck back into the corner of Calgary's zone. Boucher with the puck in the corner. Throws it on net, a little tap, but no can do. Good defensive play from Calgary, as they are now trying to get the puck out. But St. Albert holding possession. Ooh, a little stick in the way. Good work keeping the possession there for Calgary.
Yeah, Yakachuk simply out-muscled Brzozowski on that play.
Yeah, stick right against her. And yeah, Calgary got some changes going on. Calgary with possession. But St. Albert, Ali Reich, that speed sneaking by. And now we have Calgary back with the puck. 3 defenders, though, coming in from St. Albert, bringing that pressure on as number 8 just tries to chip the puck in. Battle in the corner. Definitely bringing that little battle on. The ref wanted to see some action. And finally, the puck squeaks out as St. Albert gets that back in their zone.
Lips were on the whistle there, partner.
It was about to be a whistle. As, yeah, here comes, just offside. Probably a blessing offside. It looked like there were about 3 St. Albert players ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, partner. It looked like Schroeder was a step behind Ali Reich. Ali Reich must have made a little move at the line there and just brought Schroeder offside.
Yeah, as we have a face-off now, offside. And clean win for St. Albert, as Bogdan, though, can't handle the puck, and the puck just squeaks into Calgary's zone, but there's that pressure that St. Albert's known for. Really just that forecheck, so dangerous. And, yeah, you can just see it wreaking absolute havoc for Calgary.
That's another one, partner. It looked to me like the Slash had both came back on side before making a turn towards the puck.
I was about to say, yeah, it looked like, yeah, and if anything, Calgary might have gotten possession while being back there. Yeah, a little questionable call there, but Calgary winning the face-off after the offside. But, oh my goodness gracious, unbelievable. Holy mackerel. Jenna Goodwin trying to get another goal in that recreation of that. The hat trick that she had the last game against Red Deer, as we just see her blow through every single Calgary Fire player.
Good footwork there. Kicks the puck to her stick off of her foot and creates a wonderful chance moving around Calgary defender.
Well, Calgary in their zone getting the puck up through the neutral zone, but bodies being brought. Pisani really wreaking havoc once again as St. Albert retains possession in their zone and starts the push out. But not too great of a pass, a little over the stick, but still maintaining that. LaPlante, though, keeping that puck, pushing it back, and no icing. Calgary having possession now in St. Albert's zone. Passes it to the point, holding it, tries to chip it back down, but puck just goes over the stick of number 12, Yakachuk, but she maintains it, passes it back to the point as they throw it on net. Got lots of bodies in the way, but not quite on net.
Yeah, call the neighbors. St. Albert's having a block party here tonight, and the Calgary Fire haven't been able to get a single thing through on Maltese.
Yeah, not for lack of trying, though. There's been a couple of times as we see St. Albert just throwing the puck out, and Boucher bringing it in, throws it on net, top shelf, glove, hand. You cannot paint a better picture there. And let's say it, it is now 1-0 St. Albert Slash.
Yeah, Boucher, she gets herself a goal for this Christmas. A quick outlast pass off the boards, and she just rips that one over the shoulder. Goaltender had no idea what to do with it. Threw up the glove as more of a reactionary attempt, but Boswell had no chance on that puck.
Yeah, that is, that was an absolutely incredible shot. You couldn't have placed it any better to hamstring a goalie as St. Albert wins, but the faceoff, but Calgary gets it back. Yonker bringing in high slot, throws it on net. Maltese unable to control the puck, though. Puck behind the net.
Maltese showing off the frying pan there, just batting that one out of the air.
Yeah, as we see Cadu bringing the puck into the corner, throws it on net, hoping for a St. Albert body, but a defender from Calgary there as Smith brings the puck back in for St. Albert and keeping that pressure now in the corner. Cadu shoots it on net. Oh, and it sneaks in. How did that happen?
Partner Donovan, that puck was rolling on its heel. It made its way through the five-well of Boswell, and it was just stuck on the edge.
I was just watching. I was like, I think that was a save. We'll have to see this now on this Tim Hortons replay.
Cadu finds that puck in the corner. St. Albert doing a great chance of winning those corner battles. It was just topped up front to Grinnell, and as you can see, goaltender Boswell gets 98% of it, but the puck lands on its edge, and just a lucky roll for the St. Albert Slash.
Yeah, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades and rolling pucks as Calgary is maintaining that, winning the faceoff, maintaining possession, trying to get something done. Throws it on net. Maltese, a little bit of a knuckle puck there, but good pad save. Reich throwing the puck behind the net in St. Albert's zone as Calgary is starting to feel a little bit of the pressure and starting to try to just apply a little bit of that St. Albert patented forecheck back on St. Albert. That's very hard to do. Yeah,
these two teams are playing two different styles of hockey right now. We see Calgary trying to move south to north, and St. Albert's been moving east to west, and so far it's been paying off for St. Albert.
Meffin behind the net throws it in from her zone, and Meffin still holding the puck. Brings it up now to Bogdan. Bogdan, another partial 2-on-1, throws it on net, but great block from the Calgary defender.
And Calgary's forwards got to be coming back a little more quicker on those turnovers. Usually if you're the one who turns it over, you're the first one back, and I haven't seen a lot of hustle back on the puck from the Fire so far tonight.
Just under 10 minutes left in the game. Shot 7-1 for the Slash, and boy, it sure feels like that as Calgary's once again on their heels, pinned in their zone, and they are trying to get the puck out, but there are just so many board battles that the Slash keep winning. It's, once again, corner, tries to throw it up, but another Slash body right there. Calgary just really feeling the pressure right now. Unable to get it out as Pisani keeping that pressure on, throws the puck back into the corner, but finally we got a little bit of work from Nelson, throwing a little bit of the body, and just throw the puck down. It's going to be an icing, but at least you can take a break for the Calgary Fire. Unbelievable pressure here from St. Albert.
Yeah, hemmed into their own zone. I like a little bit of the physical play at the end of that by Calgary. That's one of the ways we've talked about beating the St. Albert Slash team is wearing them down. If you're not putting the pressure on and if you're not putting the body on them, they will just skate past you. And a good way to slow them down is get that physical contact.
Slash win the face-off and throw it on net, and it's sneaks. Oh, holds the puck in. Well done. Good save from Boswell.
She wasn't going to let that one happen twice to her. But St. Albert Slash, they've obviously found a place they like to shoot on her. I think that's the third or fourth chance trying to go 5-hole on Boswell tonight.
Face-off in Calgary's zone. A little bit of a tie up there, but Calgary getting the possession, throws it out. But the sticks of St. Albert just on the ice and just wreaking once again more havoc on this Calgary Fire team. And Slash bringing it up on the wall, nearly guaranteed goal, but the puck just bouncing over the Slash's stick. Battle in the neutral zone, a little bit of a check there as bodies are now flying all out through St. Albert's zone, but St. Albert retaining possession as a little bit of a back and forth. And St. Albert bringing it now through the neutral zone, chips it up the sideboard, but Calgary keeping the puck, and a good little move there. It's the opposite of what usually happens, getting hemmed down in there, as Calgary bringing that pressure back, but it's those passes, once again, a bad pass, and it's going to break you.
Yeah, I'd like to see Calgary start skating with the puck a little more. They're being a little too tentative with the passes, gripping the sticks a little too tight. You're only one shot through 12 minutes of play in this period. Obviously, the volume's going to need to increase, and so is the number of quality passes that go through.
Mepham in the corner in St. Albert's zone, chips the puck up, and we've got ourselves a 3-on-2, but puck stuck in the skates of St. Albert. Glorious chance, just waited out a little bit, but throws it on net anyways. It's worth a shot, but nothing doing.
That entire play set up by a very slow change by the Fire, kept them in their own zone longer.
Calgary once again just unable to get it out. Pisani now in the neutral zone for St. Albert. Bringing it back to McDonald. Schroeder chipping the puck up. Throwing it in the corner right back up to McDonald, but weird bounce off of the ref, it looks like. Ali Reich bringing the puck now behind Calgary's net. Just skating, holding it, yeah, throws it on net, nearly a goal. Just a great individual effort there. Once again, we have ourselves a little bit of a corner battle. McDonald pinching down. Keeping the puck. Once again, those corner battles, this seems to be St. Albert's MO, really slowing down Calgary as well.
And that'll wear you out as a team, too. Those battles in the corner can feel like an eternity, even for just 5 seconds.
McDonald passing it out, shoots it into the corner. Maintaining possession, St. Albert in Calgary's zone. And great, a little bit of a body from Evans. Well done there. Really, if you want to stop St. Albert, you got to bring that body on as Calgary clears and bringing a little bit of pressure. Finally gets a change in. McDonald, quick pass up to Goodwin. But nothing doing as the puck goes back in. This is a really, good neutral zone possession. You're not seeing what you want. Skate back. Take her a little bit easy. And yeah, there we go. You get a shot like a pass like that. Goodwin all alone, forehand, backhand, and just still maintaining possession, trying to pass it out. But Calgary getting the puck back.
What a pass there from Lises to find Keyser completely open. I don't know how that one got through, but credit to Yonker at the end of that play, staying with Goodwin and didn't give up a quality chance. Goaltender made a better save, though.
Sticks in the neutral zone as Calgary bringing it back. Nelson. Right back to LaPlante. LaPlante throwing it on net, but way wide. No real good opportunity there. Keeping the puck in, though. Calgary holding on to that possession, but of course, the big stick of McDonald now. Great work from Nelson. Unreal. 2 St. Albert Slash players trying their best to get a shot in, but Nelson throwing everything and the kitchen sink at them.
Yeah, Nelson is an incredible player in this league. I've been watching her this year and last year. She absolutely brings it every night. She is a gamer. Yeah,
3 goals, 4 assists this season. One of the leaders for the Fire. As we see once again the behind the net battles. Calgary though coming out of it. Passes it to Shaw, but Mepham throwing it back in. Behind the net. Calgary getting in that corner has been probably like 60% of the game so far here, Wyatt.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication on that play by LaPlante. She thought Fiala was going to go back and retrieve that puck, and obviously not. Nobody home, and Well, St. Albert once again is going to get to work in this Calgary zone.
Yeah, St. Albert throwing it on net, hoping for somebody there, and Cadu asking for the puck. Calgary trying to just clear it out, trying to get something, and they finally do as Cadu brings it back into St. Albert's zone. St. Albert, though, Pisani bringing the puck up. And Calgary finally starting to set up a play here, brings it across into St. Albert's zone. Yakachuk throws it on net, but an easy save that Maltese is going to make every day.
Yeah, the Calgary Fire safety valve seems to be throwing it back to that D on the blue line. So take a look here at the Tim Hortons replay, and another shot comes in from that blue line. I don't think Maltese has had anything from above the hash mark or below the hash marks come at her, making her night relatively easy.
Yeah, no, you're going to make those saves unless you're going to throw bodies in. And yeah, as we see, Calgary really trying to do something there, but the bodies of St. Albert making it impossible to do that. As St. Albert starts bringing the puck up through the neutral zone. Reese throws on net, but good positioning from Calgary's goaltender. Just over the head of Smith, the puck goes, and St. Albert retains possession in their zone. Lisi's bringing it up to Schroeder, but puck just over her stick. Crooks trying to get it, but now Calgary trying to throw it on net, but Schroeder in a good spot. He can't ask for better as the puck goes once again back into that infamous corner as this game has been going on.
If you're Calgary, you can't be losing those battles where it's 2 of you versus 1 of them. That's just making the St. Albert Slashes night way too easy when they can make a change in your offensive zone.
Yeah, and they're starting to feel good, and incredible possession there from St. Albert. Throws it on net, right behind the net. Great save from Boswell as Ross gets it at the point. Pass it across, boot just out of the zone as St. Albert will have to regain possession. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Shots 10-2 for the Slash. And passes like that are going to be what gets you. You're just trying to throw it, hope for the best, and that's you can't do that against the Slash team.
Down 2-0. You got to take some chances to try and come back. They got 2 minutes to work with in this period. Maybe they can get one back.
Yeah, here we go. Calgary trying to throw something, but yeah, once again, great defensive positioning there from Pisani. Battle behind St. Albert's net. And St. Albert getting that possession. Shoots it up. And now they're bringing it through the neutral zone. St. Albert, and a little bit of a weird skate there and a little fall down. Bodies getting tangled up. St. Albert shoots it now into the corner. And Calgary trying to get something done, trying to pass it, but no can do there.
That's been a common theme for the Fire so far in this one. The stretch pass has not worked. I'd like to see them try to shorten up the pass game. If it takes you an extra one to get into the St. Albert zone and setting and turning it over, that's a better look, and you'll be able to draw some more quality chances on net. Only 2 shots with a minute and a half left to go here in the first.
Yeah, 2 shots also from the point, no less. And as we have a face-off in Calgary's zone, McDonald shoots it on net just wide as St. Albert starts to get right back to work on that potent offense. But hey, Calgary getting the puck out of the zone. I think they're going to try their best to get out of here. A minute 12 left in the period. Calgary behind their net. Puck battle in the corner. We'll see if they can get the puck out, and they do. But St. Albert really pressing with that forecheck. Shaw. Puck just between her skates as the puck just gets into St. Albert's zone, and now it's back in the neutral zone. A little bit of a passing back and forth, but St. Albert getting it. Throwing it on net, just wide. Calgary getting it back. Yonker throwing it up, but Cadu's body in the way as they get that. 34 seconds left. We'll see if they'll try to get a couple more shots on as Grinnell keeps the puck in possession, but Yakchuk gets the puck back.
Yeah, Yakachuk at the end of a long shift there. Not a lot of gas left in the tank to try and get this one in, but here's Calgary in the offensive zone.
19 seconds. St. Albert retaining possession. And great work from LaPlante, though, keeping that pressure up, but right to another Slash body. Cadu. It's five Fire players there. You're not going to be able to do too much there.
No, Cadu, though, did a tremendous job finding the open space there. She was able to shake off LaPlante. Almost another chance for St. Albert, but that's going to do it for this period.
Yeah, no, shots 10-2, and Slash getting a couple. Very good shots, no less, but Not the start to the fire I think that they were looking for.
No, the fire has to be lit under them coming out into this second period. Maybe stop at one of the 4 Jenkins locations in St. Albert and one in Mornville for some Tim Hortons. Get those legs going once again. But the Calgary Fire doing a good job of just keeping up with the St. Albert Slash so far. I'd like to see a little more goals on the board, but they got 40 more minutes to work with there.
Yeah, no doubt. As we call this the end of the first, Slash up 2-0. This is an ICU production. We'll see you in about 10-15 for the second period.
and welcome back inside the Go Auto Arena here at Servus Place, St. Albert, Alberta, Canada, for the matchup between the St. Albert Slash and the Calgary Fire. It's the St. Albert Slash who got up early in this one. They lead 2-0 over Calgary after 20 minutes of play. As we take a look at the family of Jenkins Tim Hortons replay, here's Jayden Bogdan. She's an absolute burner, making a move on net backhand, but an even better save off of Boswell. Natalie Kieser again, another move, tried to make it on the 5-hole, and that 5-hole in this period got a little exploited for Boswell. Boucher as well, she opens things up, scoring with a beautiful snipe, moved the goaltender towards the middle of the net and just rips it over the shoulder. Glove hand was up there, but it was more of a reaction to the shot than it was an attempt at making the save. And here's another look at St. Albert's second goal of the game. A couple of weird bounces in this one, and a touch pass from Pisani gets it on the stick of Grinnell, and that rolling puck just finds its way through the goaltender. That made it 2-0 in this one in a period that was mostly St. Albert's Slash, as we see Jenna Goodwin moving in. Another beautiful move on the goaltender, but Boswell got most of that one. Calgary Fire didn't get a lot of shot volume. Most things blocked, as St. Albert did a tremendous job of getting in the lane, but see a shot there from a long distance, and it's going to take more than that to beat Mabel Maltese. Maltese comes into this game 8-0, 9 goals against and a 93 save percentage. Spectacular numbers all the way around the board. Puck drop about to get set here. We're changing things up. Donovan Ekstrom, he's gone home sick. Rob Zitlow, our cameraman, is going to hop on the color this period. Rob, excited to have you.
Yes, last time I did this was a U of A Pandas game, maybe last year, but I do the odd game on color and doing camera at the same time, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited to see how the colorful cast of color commentators continues to rotate as this carousel continues here tonight. 40 minutes left to play in a 2-0 hockey game. Calgary looking to get things squared back up here in the next 20.
That was a very fast first period. I'd say it was between 25 to 26 minutes in straight time, so that meant there was probably only 5 or 6 stoppages, so I think that definitely helps out St. Albert because of they are a very good skating team. That
they are, and they will lose the opening draw here. McEwen gets it over to Bolger on the left side, takes that shot, doesn't find its way through. Another block by this St. Albert team. Meffam gets credit with that one as Ali Reich flips a pass over to the right side for Schroeder, who's coming in. She has Hall in the slot. Hall fans on the shot. Second effort, still couldn't get it on net. Kitchen on the puck as we see Hall barrel in there. She can't stay on her feet. Centering pass, and it's McKinley Nelson who will rip that one in. It'll go off a St. Albert defender, and Ali Reich's going to pick it up behind her own net. Puck flipped out to the neutral zone. Calgary with possession. AP call-up number 10 on the Calgary Fire, bringing that one in. She loses the puck originally, takes a couple of swipes at it off towards the net, but Shaw couldn't connect on that one, and now St. Albert's going to clear the zone. Junker for Calgary holding the puck. Junker up ahead for Norrie. Shaw tries to bat that one out of the air. It's picked off by Lisies. There's Cassidy Rhodes moving up left side, drops it for Bogdan, centers for Goodwin, takes that shot, blocker saved by Boswell. Goodwin still on that puck. Lap it up and get over to Pisani. Couldn't handle that pass cleanly between her legs. And now Calgary's going to have a chance to clear here. Norrie gains center, and she's going to dump that one in. The Fire look to make a change. Puck played by the goaltender Maltese, and Pisani had to come to help out as that was left in no man's land. And now Goodwin on a long shift here. She's muscled off the puck, and she's fighting her way back for it. Hall from on her knees tries to play that one. Scrum along the boards now. Straw tried to come out with it, but it's Pisani who ends up with it on her stick. Goodwin makes a cut around Straw, makes another one, backhands that one all the way up to Bogdan, who touches that one over to Rhodes. Can't gain the zone cleanly, and she's muscled there. Calgary coming back with a little more jump in their step this period. Touch pass over to Kieser. That one blocked in front by LaPlante. St. Albert, 2 quality chances here to start the period. 2.5 minutes into this one. Lead pass intercepted by Lisi's, and Boucher is going to clean that one up. Gives it back to Smith in her own zone. Smith has her pocket picked, but thankfully enough, St. Albert bodies back there as Lisi's misfires on a pass. McKinley Nelson pressures. St. Albert looking to move the puck out of their zone. It's Keyser working it against Bolger, and Crooks will separate her from the puck. Brzozowski picks it up on the open wing, but it's tipped ahead. McKinley Nelson on it now, leading scorer for the Calgary Fire. 3 goals, 4 assists this season. Fire will make a change as St. Albert looks to move from their own zone. That pass tipped all the way down by a Calgary Fire player. That is going to wave off the icing. Calgary looking to get out of their own zone. Brzozowski keeps that puck in there for Cadeau. Cadeau's got her now in front. She's got a goal this period. Brzozowski's shot, second attempt. What a save by Boswell. Down and out. Meffam controls that one. Calgary just gets it out of the zone before it's pushed back in.
If it wasn't for the Calgary goaltender right now, it'd probably be at least 4-0, 5-0 right now. So,
understandably, she's looking more like a break dancer than a goaltender tonight, Rob. Evans back in her own zone. Facing the pressure of Schroeder, and she has that pack picked by McDonald. Should have been an offside call there as Schroeder was across the line, but St. Albert gets away with one in what has been a very quick game. We're sitting about 4 minutes past in this period, and Rob, I don't think we've had a whistle yet.
I think we've only had the one. Well, yeah, you might be right. It's maybe had one up till now, but this is all in St. Albert's favor because they are such a good skating team.
That they are. Calgary's going to have to bring a little more of the physicality this one. They want to slow them down, and they're going to have to improve the passing as well, as they've had several picked off in the neutral zone this period. Dia Calgary can't get it out. The pressure by Jenna Goodwin there. Geyser brings that one in, but she's bumped off the puck by Rhodes, and St. Albert's done a tremendous job of once Calgary gets into the zone, they're not giving them any chances whatsoever. Shaw takes a spill there. She got Nori in helping out for the puck. Nori turns, takes that shot. Best chance for Calgary on net so far, and Maltese makes the save. Nelson covering at the point, gets over to Plante. Long shot, doesn't find its way through. Nelson, though, a second effort, kicked that puck to her skate. And now it's up to Fiali, who can hold that puck at the line. It's a race for it with Rhodes. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game coming up here as Calgary touches up on that puck.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to call that, but yeah, I'd say that's a good call there. Of course, in female hockey, there's supposed to be non-contact, and she definitely did lean her shoulder into the St. Albert player there, and that's why we have a St. Albert power play right now. And
you've seen it there in the Tim Hortons replay. Fiala just getting a little too aggressive there with Rhodes, who is trying to beat her along the wall. And that will give St. Albert the first power play opportunity for either team tonight. A dangerous one they have. Boucher carrying now. She's working her way through the left circle. Gets at the point for Ross, who fakes that shot. Goes across for Smith. Back to Ross as Boucher is calling for it. Boucher working out of that circle. Throws it back up to the Ross at the point. Across for Smith. Long shot. Rebound is loose in front. A couple of whacks at him. And Boswell, keeper of the gate, keeps the door closed on that one.
St. Albert is doing a great job moving the puck from side to side there, trying to open up angles to get a nice shot on net there. And yeah, this is a pretty potent power play here that St. Albert's had for most of the year.
Yeah, you got to love the movement on there, really opening up lanes and not taking shots too early. You got 2 minutes to work with. Don't put yourself out of a good position too early as they get it over to Jenna Goodwin, who, of course, is a star on this team. Goodwin takes that shot, almost went backdoor for Ross off the deflection. Calgary with a bit of puck luck there is Yakachuk unable to clear, and a good job there by Goodwin to hold it at the blue line. Dishes over to Rhodes, back to Goodwin, and LaPlante gets a stick in the lane. Pisani holding now. She's got Ross at the other point. She's looking down low for Goodwin. Goodwin tried to center that one for Rhodes, but it's picked off by Yunker. A minute gone in this power play for St. Albert. Couple of chances. Pisani. Left side for Ross. Drops it for Bogdan. Takes that. Tried to pick the corner, and it's high off the glass. And that will leave the zone. A foot race for it, and it's going to be Calgary that gets there first. But what a play by Pisani. Was beaten to the puck to pick up even more steam, and now she's bringing it out herself. Pisani bobbles that one at the line, and now Nori's got it. Pisani flips that one back down. 25 seconds left here to go on the penalty kill for Calgary. Brzezowski working behind the Calgary net. Bolger flips that one up to the point, gets over to Smith. Cross from Meffam. Meffam, long shot gloved out of the air by Boswell, and she's going to hold on for the whistle.
It's one thing about female hockey that I've seen with the Pandas and seeing a lot of the St. Albert Slash games is a lot of free-flowing hockey, so there's not a lot of stoppages in play. So if you like your hockey that likes to flow a lot, come out and watch a lot of female hockey.
A lot of debate around the culture of hockey these days, and if you don't want to go see privileged white boys, this is the place to go. Not a single male on either one of these squads. Crooks moving now. Puts that puck on her backhand, tried to flip it up ahead for Geyser, and that one just a little out of reach, and Lisi's will clean it up back in her own zone. Stretch pass for Caduce, contested by Evans. And now Bolger working with it behind her own net. Collision there, and Calgary comes out with it. Moving in is Kitchen. Kitchen throws the sink. And a save there by Maltese. Great positioning. That shot almost had no chance the way it was left the stick.
Yeah, it was actually a 1-on-2 there, and she did a good job at least getting the shot off there. But, yeah, typically on something like that, you want to have at least a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-2. And, again, when it's a 1-on-2, that's usually the odds of that scoring is pretty low.
Yeah, St. Albert did a good job there, giving their goaltender the shot lane. Both of them got out of her eyes before it came through, and saw that one all the way. St. Albert will clear this puck. LaPlante racing back in her own zone. She's got Schroeder on her. Tried to make a little move around, and now she tips it up ahead for Nelson, but it's picked by Reich. She's going to send that one off the net and out of play. 11:53 left here to go in the second period. Shots 16-4 for the St. Albert Slash. They have a 2-0 lead, but it hasn't expanded since the first period.
I have a question for you here, Wyatt.
Shoot me.
So, of course, a lot of the teams that come here, other than the Pandas, are on the bus for at least maybe an hour and a half or more. Do you think that with some of the travel that maybe a lot of the teams come in and they have bus legs, and St. Albert, they always try to come out and just sort of pounce on the teams, at least in the first period, because they maybe are just trying to get their sea legs back from being on the bus for at least an hour or two?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there, Rob, because the St. Albert Slash, 14-0-1 this season, their only loss has come on the road. Much harder to play on the road here. And, of course, Calgary, one of the furthest teams away in this league. It's a 3-hour ride, and you're stiff coming off the bus. Not a lot of time to warm up. The advantage always goes to the home side, I would say. McEwen's pass picked in her own zone. McDonald doing some work, splitting a couple of defenders. She's going to throw that one ahead for Boucher, who fires it home, glove side, second of the game. Left that one right on the doorstep for Bronwyn Boucher. She's now up to 4 goals on the season, 7 points. Really starting to turn it up here tonight. Take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. All that work by Callie McDonald. She split the defenders and just centered it for Boucher, and all Boucher had to do was release it off the stick. Won't find an easier goal for her tonight than that one.
Yeah, the Fire had the puck near the blue line, and they lost it, and then in about 5 seconds it's in the back of their own net. So a lot of times when teams have the puck near the blue line and then you can't get it out, that's a killer sometimes. And I've done some coaching in my day, and we'd always say you got to get that puck out of the zone there, and that's what happens when the Fire did not get the puck out of their own zone.
Yeah, St. Albert Slash will make you pay for mistakes. As a chance developing here, split up by Pisani. No, you can't make any raw mistakes against this St. Albert Slash squad, and that's why they've jumped up to that 3-0 lead with just 10:34 left here to play in the second. Halfway through this game, the Fire only have 4 shots on net, and that's also going to be very sequential to try and get back in this one. Of course, if the Slash have 3 goals and you only have 4 shots, your odds of winning the game are not very high. Turnover behind the net. Straw tried to center that one, but nobody home, and now St. Albert's going to come the other way as Goodwin stretches that one out to Rhodes. Rhodes inside out on Evans, tried to move to the backhand and left it for Bogdan, but Evans did a tremendous job of not giving up on the play there for Calgary. A backhand chance in front. Don't think the goaltender knows she has it. I'm not sure how Bogdan got that one off. Short side of the net, takes a weird bounce off of one of the defenders, and I think that might have went off the post and back into the goaltender Boswell.
Yeah, right now it looks like the Fire defense are having a tough time trying to deal with the St. Albert forwards, and they're not boxing them out of the play there, and they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities on pucks close into the net.
Hard to contain that, and you look at the other side in Calgary, I don't think they've had a second chance so far this game. Smith with the puck now. She'll flip that one down. Riley Smith, no goals last year, no goals so far this season, but when they went and played in Toronto for the U.S. and Canada series, she gets one, and there's Goodwin with another, tips that one. That's why you keep your stick on the ice. Just beats the goaltender, and this lead has extended to 4-0 here as we take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. The play starts with Cadu. She moves that one to the center for Goodwin, and then she stays with it as Sarah Delplan had deflected the pass back to her. Calgary going to have a bit of a discussion before this face-off. Things to work on is clearing bodies in front of that net. St. Albert has been a pest in front of Boswell all night, and I wouldn't be surprised here, Rob, if we saw a goaltending change just to give her a break.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their schedule is. If they do that, do the Fire have a game tomorrow, or are they?
I do not believe so. I think both of these teams are off again until the new year.
Yeah. So again, maybe just try to settle things down here, but. Yeah, it's tough. We're already halfway through the game here, and it's already 19-4 in shots here. And maybe the Fire, they just gotta get that puck, dump it in, start chipping and chasing, and try to create their own opportunities off the rush here. But yeah, just a tough start for them. But then we've seen a lot of teams come in here and have tough starts against St. Albert, so they're not the only team that's had a tough start coming in here.
No, we saw Red Deer just a couple of weeks ago. He got a little bit of a blowout. That one turned into a 7-0 game, but Red Deer with a very strong start, and it seems like Calgary didn't have the start they wanted to the game, and they're trying to pick it up from now as we see another chance developing here for the Slash as Brzozowski tried to center that pass, but it was blocked on its way to the net. Cadu on it now. Cadu working from behind the goal. She's going to move out in front. A save there and a second chance. That one just wide. Cadu pokes at it again, but misses the net. St. Albert just coming in waves right now. Cadu. Pass for Metham. Picked off at the blue line, and McEwen gets credit for that as St. Albert tries to send it back in again, but Yonker picking another pass as she gets it ahead to Yakachuk. Calgary going to make a change here, and they're going to have to pay for that one as a 2-on-1 develops here. Hall, she loves to shoot, and she takes that shot there, just missed the net. And Hall, you see it, she's got a classic tendency to go to that toe drag before she takes the shot, and sometimes that takes away from her ability to get a good shot on net because the defender has an extra second to put a stick in the lane.
The other thing I noticed with St. Albert, of course, is their defense. Once they get it, I think they have the go-ahead to, rather than sort of chip it out or whatever, they're looking for those long ice passes there to get to spring some of the forwards there. So they're thinking offense right out once they get the puck on their stick.
Yeah, they operate as almost a bit of a hive mind led by that Dan Ockenberg. Everybody seems to be on the same page. A lot of chemistry as Hall comes down with another chance. Hall moving to her backhand, tried to shovel that one over the goaltender, but she missed the net. Norrie coming the other way, and there's another example, though, Rob, as you were just talking about it, that stretch pass. St. Albert not afraid to do that, and there's been some miscommunication on the Calgary bench. Some awkward changes have led to a couple of great St. Albert chances as we see a Calgary player tumble into the net. I believe the net is off its moorings, and we will get a face-off here. 7:54 left to go in the second period. Take a look here at the Jenkins family, Tim Hortons replay, and Hall, I think that puck just started to bobble as she moved it to her backhand, and she lifted. It looked more like a shovel than it did a shot at the end of that. But a couple of glorious chances in one shift for her. Yeah, and I think one might be coming a little later in this game as Smith tees one up, and that's a stick save by Boswell.
Yeah, the last two chances, both forwards from St. Albert were on their backhand, so they're not quite Sidney Crosby, but they were sure trying. So
that's why you got to keep up with the forearm workouts here. As Lisi's strong player on the puck, she's
Ooh.
drilled from behind by McKinley Nelson, and that's going to be a penalty.
yeah, I think that's just a little frustration there. That's
good to see Lisi's on her feet now as Nelson heads into the box. 2 minutes for the hit from behind. Almost surprised we didn't see another one up on that play. I know they really want to eliminate those dangerous hits like that, especially in a non-contact league. And in a game that you probably want to try to settle down the Calgary Fire, you don't want them taking liberties with the slash just because they're down. Would have almost made sense for the double minor there.
Yeah, I know when I played hockey, I hated those where, similar to that, where you're about 3 or 4 feet away from the boards and somebody pushes you into the boards, and those can be pretty dangerous. So.
Yeah, and it's not just the head, it's at risk. It's a great way to break your wrists as well. I've seen that happen on a number of occasions as Ross takes a long shot. That one saved. Second chance, Boswell also gets that. They left her in net, Rob, and since then she's had 3 quality shots and she's stopped them all.
Yeah, she's not the reason why they're losing, and yeah, I think if you're the Calgary coaching staff, you're just hopefully try to get through this period without no more goals, and maybe sort of set small sort of goals to like kill off this penalty, get out of the period, and then.
What a save there by Boswell! I told you Smith doesn't have a goal, and sometimes you're just snake bitten like that. I don't know how much closer you can come. Boswell with the save of the night. You know, your best penalty killer has to be your goaltender, and she's been that tonight as another shot comes through. I think that one went off the knob of the stick. Rhodes back on the puck. And you see this Calgary power play. Doesn't look like anybody is moving around. They're all pretty stiff, and that's given St. Albert a lot of opportunity to move the puck. Pass is picked there. McEwen backhand, and a rolling puck will send that one all the way down the ice. 30 seconds remain here on a flat St. Albert power play.
Yeah, you could hear the cheers from the Calgary bench, so it's good to hear that the team is still in it and they're trying to help out their teammates on the ice.
Yeah, body language can be half the battle sometimes. This one comes out to the point. Hall, pass across the ice for Pisani. Tried to feed that one for Schroeder in front, didn't have her stick on the ice. McDonald over to Reich. Below the goal line for Hall, tries to sneak that one. A couple of whacks at it. Goaltender's got it. She hugs the post. Kelsey Hall, 3 or 4 quality chances this period, but she can't find the back of the net. 5.5 minutes here to go in the second period. Calgary's killed off that penalty. They're 2 for 2 so far in this one.
Yeah, so again, those are positives that hopefully the Calgary coaching staff can take going into the third period here and go from there.
Small steps towards making it back. I think the next goal on the list should be a goal on the board. As that one almost squeaks through, but Boswell, second effort, they're going to say that puck crossed the line. Boswell's going to contest that one, as I thought she had her stick down across the line. St. Albert will take it, but the Fire are arguing now. And it looks like the referees are going to have a bit of a conference here. Take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. See that chance at the side of the net. And
so are they saying that puck was frozen first? Is that because the puck was at the side there and the St. Albert player came in and banged the puck home? So maybe that's what they were...
So I thought she had that under the stick where the hand meets the blocker. And normally a whistle, but St. Albert kept jabbing at it. And
Yep.
that'll be another goal on the board. 5-0 here with 5:18 left to play, and a bit of an unlucky one for the Fire, but
Yeah, I think Calgary probably was hoping that he was going to blow down the whistle, but
well, as the old adage goes, play whistle to whistle, right? You got to wait till that's actually blown dead.
yeah, and I know back in the day I've done a bit of refereeing, and sometimes I get in referees because they'll blow it down too quickly, and in that situation I'll give them kudos because I think they let the play go on, and unfortunately for Calgary the puck was in the back of the net, but I think it was the right call.
I got to say, I toss out my fair bit of criticism when it comes to refereeing, but that is a job I would not want to have.
Yeah, it can. I didn't coach at a high level, but even pickup hockey, some of these guys out there think you're coaching or trying to referee in the NHL, and sometimes you're doing it by yourself. So you're doing linesman and refereeing at the same time. So,
well, thankfully they've got help out here tonight, and they have done a pretty good job. These teams have played pretty tight, not a lot of penalties. They've had a relatively easy night in the old Stripes.
yeah. I know that there's been some games where you'll see where some of the bigger teams will come in and try to intimidate St. Albert sometimes with their physicality, but definitely not tonight.
Calgary just looking to get something going here in the last 4 minutes of this period, get one on the board and a bit of a moral victory going into the third period as Smith works from behind her own net. She's got Crooks on her. Crooks trying to steal the puck. A spill there, and now St. Albert ends up with it. Back pass off the boards to Boucher. She's got 2 goals tonight, looking for the hat trick. McDonald pushes that one ahead. Foot race for it. LaPlante's going to beat Kieser to that puck. And LaPlante, you've seen her a couple of times. She just does the stop play, and St. Albert hasn't caught on to it. That's 3 or 4 times now I've seen her in a foot race, and she just grabs the puck and hits the brakes. And it looks like we're about to hit the brakes once more as that puck just squirts out. Nelson over to McDonald. That one doesn't find its way to the net. LaPlante gloves it out of the air. Backhand pass up ahead for McKinley Nelson, and Nelson's going to get beaten to the puck by Boucher and dragged down. Nelson still hasn't stood up on her feet, and we're going to get a whistle here. Pushing and shoving in front, Boucher, and a member of the Fire squad, didn't see a number. I think that's Grace Cooks down there. As the blood is starting to boil here and tensions are rising. Okay. And there's Nelson. See, Nelson just tries to lean into Boucher, and Boucher gives her the cold shoulder, so to speak, and down goes Nelson. I'm not sure what we're going to get coming out of this. I think we might end up with a penalty apiece. Kinley Nelson, she's skating off right now. She's shaking her head. I think she wants a call. And it looks like she's being sent off the ice. McKinley Nelson has been ejected from this game. And she's not done yet. She's coming back out to the players' bench to watch. Well, it'll be an early shower for Nelson. Pisani, she's going to end up with a penalty. That'll be for the retribution shot on Boucher by Crooks. Referee's just trying to get this one sorted out.
Yeah, that's if we can, maybe we can go back and just see that replay again here. I just want to have a look here. I have an idea what might have taken place here, but okay. Here we go.
And I know there's only so many things you can say to a referee, and it looks like the McKinley Nelson was given a bit of an earful. You see Nelson, she doesn't get up. The puck goes under her. And it looks like maybe Pisani was trying to dig it out, and Kitchen and Crooks got into her face a little bit. And
If that play would have been, I think, earlier in the first period, that probably would have been a good non-call. I think the fact that Calgary is frustrated with the way things are going, sometimes referees sometimes might have to, in that situation, I probably maybe would have given the call to Calgary and given them a power play just to sort of settle things down. So that's kind of one of those where now they did get a power play out of this, but at the time, maybe the referee could have called that initially, and then we wouldn't have had all this stuff after the fact. So.
yeah, we can clean that up after the whistle in a 5-0 hockey game. The last thing we need is people getting injuries and trying to take liberties with one another.
Yep.
Hopefully the referees can settle this one down. And Calgary with a chance on the power play. This is their first opportunity of the night. St. Albert's been pretty disciplined up until the last 30 seconds of play here. Bolger slides that one across to Evans. Tees that one up, a blocker save. Guys are on the loose puck trying to cut into the circle. She's hauled down by 2 Slash players, and Goodwin's going to send that all the way down the ice.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when there's a call or there's a non-call, how teams react. So as you can see on that non-call, it caused all kinds of issues after the fact. So hopefully things will settle down here going forward.
Yeah, McKinley Nelson, she's on Santa's naughty list now. Calgary unable to get anything going as Junker overskates that puck and Bogdan coming in on it. St. Albert's a dangerous team on the penalty kill, and you don't want to give them any extra opportunities. Yakachuk, she'll skate out with it. Tried to make a move between Lisi's, takes a spill there. Now pass ahead to Shaw. Shaw, she's going to spin that one back. A long shot comes in, and Maltese just going to tip that one into the corner. Captain Ali Reich takes that shot, goes off of a Calgary forward. And St. Albert will play the puck out. 15 seconds left here to go on the Calgary penalty. Looking for one last opportunity. 1:05 left on the game clock as a spin pass goes in there, unable to get anything off. Calgary circling around. Long shot comes in. That one, Maltese thought she had it in the breadbasket, but did not. Dangerous there when you think you have the puck, but you really don't. It can throw you out of position, and Emily Straw had a chance there to come back to within 4.
Well, that wasn't a bad power play. At least they were throwing the puck around. They got a couple of shots on net. So even if you're St. Albert, that's probably the most action you've had in your end for a while there. So I don't think they minded that afterwards. Work on your PK.
You get Mabel Maltese a little bit of action here. She's only faced 7 shots with 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Calgary working out of their own zone. Couple of spin moves, and the lead pass is out of reach, and Pisani's going to end up with that one. Flip it over to a partner, and Sarah LaPlante's going to dump that one back into the St. Albert zone. Pisani from behind her own net. Gets it over to McDonald. Back to Pisani. 10 seconds to go. Lead pass for Brzozowski, picked off by Geyser. Tried to go to the left side for Kitchen, unable to handle that pass. Centers for Crooks, and that one's picked off by Grinnell, and that's going to do it for the period. After 40 minutes of play, the St. Albert Slash have expanded on their lead. It's now a 5-0 hockey game. Shots are 25-7 through 40 minutes of play. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. We got Rob Zitlow on the camera and color pulling double duties. Kevin Kyle is our switch, and we'll be back for the third period. And welcome back. Third period about to get underway between the St. Albert Slash and the Calgary Fire. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. I'm your play-by-play man. We got Rob Zitlow, who's our director, and he's helping out on the color. And we got Kevin Kyle rocking the switch in this one. Your score after 40 minutes of play, 5-0 for the St. Albert Slash. And we're going to give you a recap of what was a very eventful second period. Jade Cadu in this game, they call her Jade Appleseed, and she's got 3 assists in this one, and she was absolutely stonewalled by Boswell in that attempt. Goaltender tonight for Calgary has been absolutely tremendous. There's not enough words in the English dictionary for me to talk good about. And here's Kyra McDonald. She's also got herself a couple of assists in this game. She fed Boucher there for Boucher's second of the game. Another laser over the shoulder of Boswell. That's been Boucher's go-to area tonight. And here, once again, Jade Cadu talking about all the assists she put up. And here was another one, and she just fed that one through to Goodwin. And Goodwin, all she had to do, keep her stick on the ice and tap that one home. Made it 4-0 St. Albert. Calgary would storm back with a couple of quality chances on that. This is probably their best one of the game, but unfortunately, they're facing a brick wall in net tonight, and that's Mabel Maltese, who, apart from Holly Barrett, her goaltending partner, is probably one of the best young goaltenders in this league. The rookie has been sensational night in and night out for the Slash. It's really a two-headed monster, a 1A, 1B in net. And then tonight, Barrett is the one with the night off. And Maltese in her place has stopped everything she's seen. Only 7 shots from the Calgary side, but not a single one of them have gotten past the St. Albert netminder.
Yeah, as you can see from those 2 goals that we showed, the Fire had the chance to get the puck out near the blue line, and they lost both of them, and within about 5 seconds it was in the back of their net. So that's why it's very critical sometimes if you're defense. Sometimes all you have to do is get that little chip off the glass or whatever, get it out of the zone. And but when you're turning pucks over near the blue line, that can be very, very deadly.
Yeah, you're going to start playing a bit of small hockey, start shortening up the game. St. Albert is stormed out. 5-0 is the lead heading into this third period. Let's see if Calgary has a miracle in them tonight. It wouldn't be the first time a lead's evaporated in this league before. Yakachuk on the dot, facing off against Ali Reich. And St. Albert will take the opening face-off for the third period, but Calgary, the recipient, they're going to dump that one in there. Reese Meffam behind her net. She'll start by dropping it to Dale Ross. Pass intercepted. Younker's shot does not find its way through, blocked by Ross. And now here comes the St. Albert, 4 bodies against 2 as Hall fanned on that pass. She was looking for Schroeder. Now Norrie. All the way across to Shaw, finds her at the empty corner, but Meffam, long stick, poked that puck out of reach. LaPlante back in her own zone. Lead pass for Norrie. Picked off by Pisani, who's going to send it into the Calgary bench. Referee wasn't looking. Could have been too many men as it hit a Calgary body. Geyser. Pass ahead, and that's one thing St. Albert has done a tremendous job of tonight, is anticipating the pass for Calgary. You saw Callie McDonald get on her high horse there, and she was moving to the pass faster than the Calgary Fire were.
Yeah, that shows you what speed has, and St. Albert has a bunch of it. And yeah, when you're a coach and you got a lot of speed, boy, then you can do a lot of things by forechecking and things like that.
And Slash are a team that works with Donna Stewart quite carefully as well to work on the girls skating. I know her power skating class is infamous here in St. Albert. A lot of the best hockey players that come from this area went through Donna Stewart, and that's no different than this St. Albert Slash squad.
Yeah, I think at almost any level of hockey, power skating is very important, and I believe even Connor McDavid still does a lot of power skating classes, and you can see that's why he's the best player in the world.
Yeah, it really paid off for him. See Bronwyn Boucher on the ice, $100 million worth of power skating lessons. Keyser with the puck now. Bronwyn Boucher out there as well. She's got a couple of goals in this one, looking for the hat trick. She got Callie McDonald in front, who's fed her twice, tried to return the favor, but that one lost it a couple of feet. As Smith blows a tire, and now Straw's going to get there first, but Lisi's picking up the slack for a defensive partner. she's been a really impressive rookie to watch this year, Lacey. She's really improved from the first time I saw her. Way more confident with the pucks on her stick and especially making plays in her own zone. She's not afraid to throw the body, and she's not afraid to put the puck on net either. Turnover in the Calgary zone. Cadu has it. She's got 3 assists in this one. She was looking in front for Grinnell, who's got a goal and assist herself.
Yeah, it seems like when Calgary is getting in trouble, they're trying to move that puck up through the middle rather than using the boards or just to sort of bounce it out there. So,
well, and St. Albert's been so dominant on the board battles here, and they're going to take a penalty, I believe. But St. Albert almost forces you to have to work through the middle of the ice, and there's so many bodies there. It's so easy to get your pass intercepted, but they're a team you can't beat on the boards. They will wear you down if you try to. They really force you to try to use the middle of the ice, and Calgary recipient here now. They're going to be on their second power play of the game. 17:04 left here in the third period. 2 minutes to Faith Grinnell. Pass over to left by Junker. Is trying to get that shot pass through, doesn't. She does get the puck back on the left side though. Junker spins and gives that to her partner, back to Junker. DDD pass blocked in front by Pisani. Used her knee there, that could be dangerous. Not a lot of padding in that spot. Junker behind her own net, looking to get things going. She seems to be the quarterback for this unit for Calgary. Almost turns that one over to Hall. He's had a couple of chances in this game, but is not on the scoreboard yet. If you look at the box score for Kelsey Hall last year, you'd think she could have won the Cy Young. 20 goals, 2 assists. Yakachuk dumped that one in. She'll make a change. Callie McDonald on the puck. Flips that one almost into the Calgary bench, but Schroeder's going to get there first, beating LaPlante to the loose. Drops it for Goodwin, who's going to move in against a couple of Calgary defenders, but Geyser there knocked her off the puck. Lead pass for Shaw, poked away by Smith, and there's 45 seconds left here to go on the Calgary power play. 1 shot on it so far. LaPlante behind her own net, waiting for things to get started. Moves that puck over to the right side, and Lisi's stepped up to intercept. Schroeder's going to give LaPlante some trouble in her own zone. Geyser, that pass intercepted, but it does bounce over to the Shika. Shaw drops that one for Norrie, takes a shot, blocker saved by Maltese. That's her best one of the game so far. Clearing attempt goes off of a body and onto the stick of Goodwin. Goodwin moving in one-on-one against Evans. She's got Bogdan. That pass just out of reach as Bogdan's hauled down by Evans. Power play over for the Calgary Fire. Back to even strength as Nelson takes a shot there. McKinley Nelson back on the ice for the Calgary Fire. She was escorted off near the end of that second period.
Finally had a little bit of end-to-end action there, back and forth there.
Take another look at that Bogdan chance, and that pass just a little behind her, out of reach. Hard to get those ones and then try to snap it off in the same breath.
That was actually a really nice play by both Calgary Fire defensemen there to thwart that opportunity.
And not enough could be said about the Calgary defense tonight. They've been a real force for the team, as we see McKenna Bolger there trying to make a move, but Kyra McDonald using her speed to get that puck below the goal line for St. Albert. Brzozowski makes the steal there, gets it over to Boucher. Back to Keyser, takes that shot, trying to go 5-0, and a save by Boswell. Boucher another chance, and Boswell's just going to hold on to that. So if we got Boswell in net, I guess that makes the rest of the Calgary Fire Charlie's Angels.
That was a good example of, you don't see that too often in women's hockey. Well, they'll try to use a one-timer there, but she didn't wait. She just had the stick cocked and was ready to shoot and got a great shot on net.
Yeah, quick release for Keyser, who's got 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. Not a volume scorer, but very hard-working 200-foot player. Pisani long shot. That one goes off the body of her partner, Callie McDonald. That one might have stung as that came up into the chest area. St. Albert's still going to work here in the Calgary zone. 14 minutes left here to play in the third period. A spinning backhand chance there by Cadu and a toe save by Boswell again. Put her up now at 26 saves on 31 shots. Calgary tries to cut into the zone, can't. Brzezowski knocking him off the puck, and now Pisani's going to flip this one over to the other side for Smith. Smith feeling the pressure. 3 Calgary botters all staring her down. McEwen wrestling for it. Bailey Fiala can't hold the zone, and now it'll be Geyser who's going to have to retreat. Geyser taking across the blue line herself, gets past Grinnell, takes that shot off the helmet. That close to beating Mabel Maltese, but that's using your head. Kitchen. Up to the point for Fiala. Right side shot comes in. Another save there by Maltese. And Maltese hasn't been the busiest of goaltenders. 11 shots on goal so far, but she has stopped everything that's been thrown her way, and that's all she's been asked to do, and that's what she's given the Slash.
Yeah, we finally saw a bit of speed from Calgary there, and that was a great rush and even a better save.
Nelson back out there now. Norrie's bumped off the puck by Smith, and while Smith might not provide a lot of goals, she is a solid defender, one you'd love to have on your team. I equate her like a Mark Edward Vlasic. Face off to the left of goaltender Maltese. That'll be won by St. Albert. Reich in there to clean up the garbage around the draw. St. Albert original clearing attempt doesn't work, but here's a second chance as Reich gets that one over to Hall. Hall mishandles that puck. Fiala's got it, but she's wearing Allie Reich like a cape. Norrie comes out with it. LaPlante lead pass for Nelson. LaPlante jumping up into the play as Nelson tries to split a couple of bodies and runs into her own player. That was Sierra LaPlante pinching in, not normally on the offense, and hauled down her own player. Schroeder now moving up the left side. Makes a move around. Yakachuk throws that one on net and a save by Boswell. Yakachuk once again on the puck, poked it ahead to Shaw, but Shaw couldn't handle that one cleanly. It's stolen by Goodwin. Goodwin cutting through 3 defenders, takes that on net, and a save there by Boswell. Goodwin cutting through the Calgary Fire D like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, you can see why she's got recruited and is going down to the States. She's got great wheels, and yeah, when you can skate like that, that's half the battle.
A very rare player, a point a game last year in her rookie season. This year, on pace to do even better than that.
Yeah, her dad used to play with the U of A Golden Bears, and she might have maybe better wheels and skills than her dad. Hockey
is hereditary, I guess. And lead pass here for Bogdan, who splits the D. She's in alone in the goaltender. Forehand, backhand, squeezes that one through the 5-hole. Jaden Bogdan, ice in her veins. And now with 11:17 left here to play in the third period, St. Albert Slash have put up a touchdown, and they're still looking for the extra point conversion. And what a pass there. I believe that was Schroeder led it through between Evans and Bolger, and Calgary Fire might not possess the fastest of blue liners. They are quite cerebral, though, but both of them with a bit of a miscommunication there. And Jaden Bogdan shows why she is part of the Team Canada selection camp and a staple for Hockey Alberta as well.
Well, that was just a beautiful touch pass there. That was not a it was I'm not sure who the defenseman was for St. Albert there, but she did a great job. Not the speed on the pass, just where it was perfect. She just had to skate onto it, and beautiful finish, beautiful finish.
Put it on a platter. Smith up ahead for Boucher. Turns that over. Straw. She's going to try and make a cut towards the net. A little bit of fancy footwork and a quick whistle there. Oh my. I think if you're the Calgary Fire, you got to be upset there. Geyser looked like she put that one in. Maltese never had the puck. Credit Emily Straw, who, pardon my pun, is the straw that stirs the drink here. And Geyser just fired that one home, but fortunately for Maltese, the referees lost track of the puck and blew that one dead. Calgary with their best chance of the night, and it won't count. But now they got to go right back to work. 10:30 left here to play in the third period. LaPlante pinching in. Gets it over to Kitchen, tried to force it over to Nelson, and that's intercepted. And Cadou's just going to get this one out of the zone. Dale Ross in a foot race against Bailey Fiala with it, and Fiala gets the worst at the end of that play. McEwen trying to move that one in her backhand. Get it past Reese Meffam. She's going to use the glass, get that up ahead, and Sarah LaPlante back to her partner Evans. And now the Slash just looking not to give up any more quality chances. You got less than 10 minutes here to play, a 6-0 lead. As there goes Hall with a couple of moves. She's a fancy player. I'll tell you, a wonderful set of hands on her. Schroeder in a battle with it. The puck is kicked loose to the open corner, and Pisani pinching in. She's going to grab that one, and now it's on the stick of Hall. Backhand move there, and that's going to be her 6th or 7th shot of the night. Pisani plays it back down for Hall. She got Schroeder in front, but that puck hopped off of her stick. Callie McDonald in to help out. Reich covering at the point, and it's back on the stick of Hall once again, and Hall's going to move in, try to do a wraparound there, but couldn't handle it. Tried to find Reich in front, and a good stick in the lane by Calgary disrupts that chance. A lot of stuff happening there, Rob.
Again, St. Albert's just skating so well, and they're getting to pucks before Calgary is, and just like in any sport, if it's football, if you got a lot of speed, either with running or in hockey here, if you can outskate teams, I'd rather have a team with a lot of speed and than one without, and add in a lot of skill that St. Albert has, and that's why they're playing so well tonight.
Well, hey, even look at the way the NHL's moved in the last couple of years, and players like Johnny Goudreau, who aren't maybe the most physically imposing, but will burn you with speed and hands, have become a staple in every single lineup nowadays. You're not seeing as much as the 6'5" bruisers as you used to.
Yeah, I agree. That a lot of the NHL, I think if you got speed, that's going to get you the NHL. If you have a lot of skill, this and that, that'll definitely keep you there. But yeah, if you've got speed, that'll definitely get you going. And as you can see at this hockey too, and I know Kevin and I, we do a lot of Pandas hockey, and even at the Canada West, I've seen the growth of women's hockey, and a lot of it has to do with just the skill level of the speed that a lot of the players have.
And Calgary went offside on that last play. It was Junker who was in behind the St. Albert net, and she's getting helped off the ice. That'll be an important development for Calgary, as I thought she had a really good game up until this point. It looks to be a leg injury. Hopefully nothing serious, but with 8:27 left in a 6-0 hockey game, I don't expect that we'll see her out for the rest of this one, as even just a precautionary reasons. Take another look at that. So Junker, takes a hard shot there. I couldn't get a number off the St. Albert player, but she got buried along the boards, and when an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object, you're going to end up with an injury more often than not. Sullivan sends that one into the St. Albert zone. Smith across for Lisi's. Lead pass for Bogdan is there. He's going to go off the boards and intercepted by Bolger. Lisi's taking a look once again, trying to force that one into the Calgary zone, but Calgary had none of that, just pound it right back into St. Albert's. Smith, pass off the boards for Rhodes. A lot of ice to work with as Bogdan gets bumped off there by Geyser. Sullivan on it now for Calgary. Whacks the stick out of the hands of Jenna Goodwin, and that's going to be a penalty coming up towards Calgary, and that's not what you want to see at the end of a blowout hockey game. 7:41 here left to play. The discipline starting to fly out the window for both teams.
Yeah, if you're the referee, you're just hoping that there's everything is going to be
hunky-dory.
Hopefully no shenanigans going forward here, but yeah, when the score is like this, that's you never know, but hopefully everything will be nice and tame.
St. Albert Slash, their third power play opportunity of the game, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Even though they have a number of quality chances, but Boswell has been the best penalty killer by far for the Calgary Fire tonight. Ross, she'll just retreat back into her zone. She's being hunted by Straw there, who had could have been an assist, but it was blown dead. But now here comes Ross taking it herself across the blue line, flips that pass over to the right side for Keyser. Keyser now, she's met by LaPlante. Battle for the puck now, and it's Kyra McDonald that comes out with it. McDonald making a cut towards the center of the ice. And a good stick there by Nelson. Lifted her off the puck and gave the defender a chance to steal it. Centering pass for Keyser intercepted, but works hard to get it back, and now it's on the stick of Meffam. Meffam across for Ross, tries the shot pass, looking for a tip in front, and McDonald couldn't get in front of the goaltender, Boswell, quick enough, and we're going to get a whistle coming here with 6:50 to play in the third period.
And also the fact that both these teams, this is their last game in 2019. As a coach on both sides, you want both of them to play hard, and even for St. Albert, even though it's 6-1 or 6-0 here, the coaches still want them to play hard because we only have 6:40 left in the game.
Now, I'm not sure if you got your New Year's resolution picked out yet, Rob, but I have to think if you're an opposing team in this AFHL, it's to see less of the St. Albert Slash. Callie McDonald at the point. She gets that one over to Pisani. Playing a bit of game of cat and mouse as that one's knocked out of the air by Grinnell, and now we're going to get another face-off, and that should come out of the zone as it was played with a high stick. Calgary players unsure yet, and that one will come outside the zone. 40 seconds left to go on the power play for St. Albert, an uneventful power play, but with such a sizable lead, you're not really trying to pour it on at this point. You're just trying to finish out the last 6:30 of this game and move on and enjoy your Christmas vacation. Hall, that pass intercepted. Kitchen with the good stick in the lane. Allie Reich now, she's going to circle back into the zone. 20 seconds left to go here on the power play. If there's a positive that Calgary can pull from this game, it's been the penalty killing tonight. They haven't given the St. Albert Slash a whole lot of chances. We saw Riley Smith with the best one, and that was back in the second period, saved by Boswell. But other than that, St. Albert hasn't had a lot going so far in what is usually a dangerous power play.
They're what, 0 for 3 right now this game?
0 for 3.
Yep.
Calgary with possession of the puck. Yakachuk's going to take the long way around. Fakes out Allie Reich there. Good set of skates there on Yakachuk, and she gets that one out. Sullivan with a stick in the lane. Picked that pass off the stick of Allie Reich, and now it's Schroeder that walks in with it for St. Albert. Pass intercepted. Shaw on it now. Trying to center that one for Norrie. Takes a shot into the breadbasket. A bit of a muffin, if you ask me, but Calgary with a chance here in the final 5 minutes, trying to spoil the donut for Mabel Maltese.
That was a rare giveaway by St. Albert in the offensive zone, and Calgary almost made him pay. So even another good example of when St. Albert makes a mix-up in the offensive zone that Calgary almost made him pay.
Yeah, you really got to capitalize against the mistakes of St. Albert because they are few and far between. Meffam bank pass off the boards, out of reach of everybody, and that one's going to go all the way down for an icing. 4:49 left here to play in the third period of a 6-0 hockey game. Shots on goal in this one, 38-14 in favor of the St. Albert Slash. The ice has been a little tilted in this contest.
I think that might be the first icing of the game for St. Albert. There was one maybe about 2 minutes ago that might have been an icing call, but the St. Albert Slash skated down and I think negated the call.
And you know what the best part of that was? It was defenseman Dale Ross who negated it. I can't count the amount of times on both my hands that she goes coast to coast with the puck herself. Not committed to any schools yet, but when she does, they are going to make that program that much better.
I'm not sure what this call is.
I think we got a little bit of a mix-up going on along the players' bench.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was Sean Bogdan who were getting into it. And the referee's just trying to clean things up in this one. Everybody's just trying to get home with 4.5 minutes to play. And after a first period that took us like 25 minutes, this third period is not dragging on per se, but we've had a lot more whistles for sure. Pisani carrying now. 5-on-5 action will continue on the offsetting Miners. Kyra McDonald onto the puck first. She leaves it there for Keyser. Keyser trying to flip that one off the boards. Callie McDonald had to pinch in, and she does get it back to Keyser. Good defensive play into the slot. Takes that shot, and a save by Boswell. Puck is still loose. Kyra McDonald a whack at it. Boucher a whack at it for the hat trick. She couldn't capitalize. Another shot comes in, and Boswell another save. 40 shots against now for Boswell. And I got to think at least half of those have been quality chances. Battle on the boards now. Referee's going to want that puck moved. We see McKinley Nelson in that scrum. Anything could happen. Boucher comes out with it. Backhand pass is picked off by Nori. And the lead pass up ahead for Nelson. It's in between her and the goaltender. Who's going to get there first? And it will be Maltese as the puck gets a little bit of life there. Looked like a curling shot to me. And there's that chance on the Tim Hortons replay by Natalie Keyser. Tried to go upstairs on Boswell, but nobody was home, and she makes that blocker save. Face-off going to come to the left of the goaltender Maltese. Tied up and eventually won by St. Albert as Lisi's takes a skate behind her own net. Bad pass there. Chances and coughs it up in front. And the puck is stuck on the side of the net. Goaltender lost sight of it for a second. And that's another example of these living boards here in St. Albert. You never know where they're going to bounce.
Although having said that, that was probably the first weird bounce today, but in the past there's been sometimes 3 or 4 per period. So
the boards play a factor in this game more often than not. Lisi's lead pass for Brzozowski is cut off by Fiala. Does a pirouette in her own zone, and now it's St. Albert coming up the other way. Tipped in by Grinnell. Fiala's going to get there first. She's got some long strides on her for such a short frame. Impressive set of wheels on her. Pass for Yakichuk by Straw. Just a little too slow and read by St. Albert. And now it's the defenseman Meffam for St. Albert. Gets over to Ross, who was trying to touch past that one up ahead to Schroeder. Lead pass for Straw at the end of the shift, out of reach, and now Calgary is going to have to make a change as St. Albert walks into their zone. Up on the left side, misplayed. And that'll squeeze out, and St. Albert possession once again. Dale Ross is on it, but she gets that picked as both players collide. Hand pass there in the offensive zone. Referee is going to continue to play. 2 minutes here to go in the third period. Bolger on it, gets it ahead to Kitchen. Kitchen's pass for Geyser. She's got McEwen there, gets away with the hand pass earlier, and now they're going to walk in. Geyser battling against Meffam, gives up a lot of size to her, and she's bumped off the puck. Right, gets it over to Ross, who's just steered into the boards by McEwen. Kitchen's in there to help out. There's a bevy of bodies in that corner. And the referee will get the whistle. You know, it's something we see quite a bit in this league, Rob, is the players get into the corners, they hold the puck, get a whistle. I think that's the first time we've actually seen it come to that tonight.
Yes. Yeah, you see that see that in the NHL, and now this kind of hockey. So there must be some sort of edict from for the referees to try to keep the play going rather than slowing it down. So
I would expect that to be a continued theme here in the last minute and a half of a 6-0 hockey game. St. Albert loves to take that into the corners. That pass is deflected up in the air. It's lost on the ground. Mabel Maltese out of her net to play that one. I don't know how that stayed out. Goodwin trying to pick up some speed behind Sarah LaPlante, but Nori came back defensively. Turned it over to Bogdan, though, who's making to make a couple of passes. Her head is always on a swivel. That's what makes her such a great player, that Jaden Bogdan. Offside is waved off as Nelson has it. Straw went back to try and get back onside, though, as Norrie spins and fires that one to nobody. And this might be the first time tonight, Rob. We've also seen all 5 St. Albert Slash players in their defensive zone at once. Usually they like to leak 1 or 2 out to try and get the offense going. But with less than a minute in a 6-0 hockey game, you're just trying to barrel it down and play tight defense for your goaltender. Fiala, stretch pass picked off by Keyser. Just squirts past the line, and Riley Smith comes in offside with 36 seconds to play here in the third period. St. Albert Slash leading 6-0. And here's another look at that chance as Norrie almost gets her own rebound. She shot that one. It went off of, I believe, Goodwin in front of the net, and a couple of whacks at it, but Maltese just good positioning and wasn't going to give out that lead.
There was about 4 or 5 young ladies in their crease there looking for the puck, but she did a great job keeping it out.
And that might have been the first time tonight, all night, that Calgary has put some bodies in front of Maltese. She's been relatively alone there in the crease, and maybe that's another way you can start working on for next time in game planning for the next time these two teams meet. We got 5 seconds left here to play as St. Albert just looking to kill at the clock. It's Keyser. She's got Boucher in front, but that's going to do it for the game. 6-0, the St. Albert Slash walk away with a victory. They move to 15-0-1 on the season. Calgary slides to 7-8. Still good enough for 4th place in the standings. And remember, all teams make it, and we're all waiting for that huge dance at the end of the year. So the Slash come into this period with a 5-0 lead. They add one more to extend it to 6-0 off the stick of Jaden Bogdan on the breakaway. That did it for this one tonight. Both teams not in action until the new year, so it's ho-ho-ho holidays for the rest of us.
Do you know what they do for the rest of the year? Is it mostly practices, or are there any tournaments they're going to be playing in, or you're not sure?
You know what, as far as tournaments go, I'm not sure how many more they're going to have before playoffs begin. I know they're going to come back in January. We're going to have some games here January and February. And then February 22nd would be the last home game for the St. Albert Slash, and then we get to start to look into playoffs. So the season's starting to wind down. Rest starting to become one of the factors when you look at the rest of the way here to go. You want to make sure you're fresh for the playoffs. And this Calgary team, their team finished 3rd last year. St. Albert Slash, of course, 1st. And now they've seen what they need to beat the Slash. And it's going to have to be faster legs and a lot more quality chances on net, as they were more than doubled in the shot total tonight, 40-16. St. Albert 6-0 win. That'll do it here from the Go Auto Arena at Servus Place, St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. This matchup tonight against the St. Albert Slash and the Calgary Fire. The fireworks were out tonight, but only for one side. We'll be back in the new year. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. My name is Wyatt Zeger. I'm your play-by-play man. Rob Zitlau rocking the color and the camera. And Kevin Kyle is our switch. See you next time.